Hi Andrew, this is Travis from Swap Batting Cages, and we're going to go over your hitting here from the other day. And I'm going to go ahead and play it through a couple of times. And right now, looking at your swing, we're not really worried about where the ball is going right now, but what we're worried about more is what our mechanics are allowing us to do. So we're going to take a look at your mechanics today, and we'll go over a couple of different points that hopefully will help you out with your swing here on down the road. So I'm going to go ahead and come back up to the top. And one of the first things we want to do is get a good attacking position. Now our attacking position is our load and our stride put together, or our toe touch. And what we want to see, we want to be able to see right at this part, we'd like to see this elbow higher than our front elbow, a 50-50 base, and the bat angle right around this area. As we can tell, everything's kind of out of sync right now. Everything's collapsing down. Now because of this, your hands do get generated forward, which is good. If we play it here, we can tell the hands connect with the body pretty well. But what happens is, because we're out of sync from our stance to right here, when our hands already want to start before we get planted, our hands automatically get way out in front of our body right here at bat lag. Now bat lag is basically the portion of our swing where our bat's parallel to the ground, or the end of our bat's facing towards the catcher. And at this point in time, this is when our hands release that bat barrel down through the zone. Now ideally, you don't want to have it behind you, you don't want to have it too far in front of you. You want it in front of your center mass, but we'd rather see your hands right around in this region where my cursor's at. The main reason why is because if our hands are too far out in front of us at this point, that means that we've lost a lot of our power generated, because we see that lead arm right there, and this area is straightened out. Now I want you to see this. Put a line right here, and our bat starts right here. You can tell our hands don't really move anymore. It's more or less this extending the bat barrel out. Now, because of the area that we're in, we automatically take all of our power and all of our force away from us. And at the same time, we're giving ourselves a small margin of error, and we have to pretty much meet the ball with perfect amount of timing to get any type of contact on it, with this type of swing. And one of the other issues with it is when our hands get so far out front, as we can tell, they don't really cross this line at all. The bat is coming all the way back around from this angle all the way back here. As we can tell, it causes us to have a flat finish right here, which basically means that our hands right at contact tend to roll or snap through pretty quick. And ideally, we don't want our hands to necessarily do that. We want our hands to be able to get extension through the ball and to get a firm extension all the way through. And again, if our hands get too far out in front of on us here, we normally see the backside kind of lag behind. Now I want you to pay attention to our foot right in here. When we come at this point, because it's good that we're generating forward, but we can't leave this part behind. And we'll see here that when we're at contact point, our heel barely off the ground, because the hips aren't wanting to rotate, because our upper body's so far out in front, it's leaving from here down behind. We can tell right there, even an extension through, our foot's still facing right around in this area. And again, we don't get anything through. Now, all those factors factored in together make our swing basically less powerful and less of a chance to make consistent contact.